Okay, next game. This is a funny game because my opponent's FIDE rating is 2080. He's about 2200 USCF. The reason it's funny is this is the last round of the Michigan Open, round 7. And I was half a point ahead of my opponent, and he was ahead of everybody else. So if I draw, I win clear first in the tournament. And at some point between moves 15 and 20, he offered me a draw, but I declined because I thought it was 100% I would win just because I'm paired with him. Like, I know the guy. So I figure I'll just always beat him. So there's no risk. So I declined the draw and he laughed. And then, okay, then. And so forth. Yay, Yodi man. What else? Okay, so he always plays C4 and usually plays G3 on move 2. I play the line that I know pretty well. So we get this symmetrical type position on the king side. So I'm just playing super solid. So you can see why he'd offer me a draw. It looks like I'm playing for a draw. But this is just how I play solid. I put my pawns on white squares, and I get rid of my white square bishop. So it's not bad. And then I just wait for my opponent to make mistakes. Okay, now in this position, in my opinion, some grandmasters may disagree. He made a mistake. Played the move e4. If you play the move e4 too early, you weaken d4, which is why he lost the game. So typically you don't play e4 so quickly. You play like e3, move your queen, put your rooks in the middle, and then play e4 later. Okay, now his d pawn is weak, and I have a half open file against it. So I sort of attack it. And then I play rook d8. I'm just going to pile up on his d pawn. So, like, pretty simple way of playing. He defends his d pawn. And then I want to put my knight on f5 so I can attack his d pawn again. Then I play e5 because he played rook d3, so his d pawn's pinned. Although it was pinned last move also. Okay, and he played d5. Does he have to play d5? Yes. Okay, d5 is the best move. And I played f5. And the engine says this is about equal, but I like black. Rook e3 is a mistake. And then, okay, his bishop's just bad, and his d pawn is still weak. And if he trades on c6, I dominate the only open file on the board. If he doesn't trade on c6, I win his pawn. So he played rook here. So if I take, his rook is attacking my queen when he recaptures. So I played h5. Then I took. And now I'm attacking his pawn 3 times, and it's defended 0 times. He played bishop f1, always play bishop f1. If I take his pawn, he has bishop c4. So I play king h7, obviously. Bishop c4, b5, b4, the only move. Bishop b3, that's a mistake. So here he needs to move his bishop back and give up his pawn here. And it says he's okay. But he played here, saving his passed pawn. But passed pawn is not going to go anywhere. And now I'm a pawn up, and I have 2-1 on the queen side. And then he played rooks e to c2. And so I can play e3 advantageously. Then I played f4. So if he plays g takes f4, did he do that? He did do that. Then I played, I thought I played knight f5. But this move is actually better. Okay, so now material is equal, but his king is really exposed. Now it says he's lost. The engine wants me to play rook takes c6 and then play queen here, but I like the way I played better. So rook f2 is a mistake. And he's down a pawn, and my king is safer than his. Then I sack the exchange because always sack the exchange. And the engine says, yay, that's a good exchange sack. The engine is proud of me. Yeah, queen takes d5 is the only way to get an advantage. If I take with the rook, that's no good because I'm opening up the 7th rank. Now my knight has the f5 square later, and his king is wide open. It says that black is +6 here. Yeah, I don't know what he should do here, because queen h1 is annoying. So he played rook c1, queen e4, always repeat. Rook d7, cutting off his king. Wonder if that's the best move. Rook d7 is the best move. Yay. Now I'm threatening queen c4 mate with advantage. If he plays queen b3, I play queen d4 check and win his rook. Anyway, his king is perfectly safe. He got his king advanced in the endgame. So that was pretty good. Okay, he played queen b3. And he gave up his rook and kept playing? Huh, that's an unusual thing to do. Wow, king a1 instead of resigning. Wow. Okay, now he resigned. King a1 instead of resigning? Wow, god damn. Must have been mad that I turned down his draw. And so I won the tournament, and it didn't cost me rating points by drawing a low-rated player. Yeah, I liked that game a lot when it was done, because I thought I played really well. Then the engine's like, yeah, he played okay. But the engine wasn't impressed. But I think for black, I did pretty well. I was slightly worse, then equal, then slightly better, then clearly better, than I won. And I won with an exchange sack, which is what I like. Always sack the exchange. And now I'm up a knight. Hooray. No, but can you imagine that if you showed somebody this position and told them that white castled kingside? I know white shouldn't play f3, but what if he does it anyway? Then we have to go back. Okay, so in this position f3, or in this position f3, and then that's it. I wonder if he had other chances to play f3. Yeah, he could have played f3. In fact, in this position, he should play f3, but never play f3. Instead of bishop f1, that kills me inside that f3 is better than bishop f1. Yeah, f3 is the best move here. And then here it's too late to ever play f3. It's too late now. It's too late. Though he really should have played f3. He resigned and sighed, and I beat him because his king ran to a1. Luckily, 99% of you don't know that song, especially since I made up the lyrics. Anyway, he followed the never play f3 credo, which is good because it was 2001. Do you have a course strictly about how not panic play an early enemy queen? Yes. It's exactly as you said. Ginger Jam would know that song because he's a Simon. That's right. I mean, if I understood what your sentence was, I would have answered it truthfully. Not really. But instead, I just said, yeah, I do that all the time. Maybe you should change your name to, like, I don't know, Rosemary or Time or something. Because you're certainly not Sage. Oh, snap.